A motorsport team that's looking more and more likely to join Formula One is the manufacturer Porsche. The expected date for the German manufacturer to join F1 will be 2026 when the regulations are changed. In this video, we'll discuss all the news and rumors from Porsche joining Formula One, including why they may be joining, will they have success, and of course, much more. The team does have some history in Formula One. In 1957, they entered the sport at the German Grand Prix. Unfortunately, the team did not have too much success. They only took one win at the 1962 French Grand Prix. At the end of the season, they pulled out of Formula One. However, privateers did run the Porsches all the way up until 1964. After nearly 2 decades out of the sport, Porsche returned to Formula One and supplied engines to McLaren from 1983 to 1987. Success came as the Porsche-powered McLarens won the World Championship in 1984 and in 1985. After McLaren switched to Honda engines in 1988, Porsche would return to Formula One in 1991, powering the Arrows cars. Unfortunately, the results just weren't good, and so Arrows switched to Cosworth engines, and after that, Porsche would leave F1, and that's the history so far of Porsche in Formula One. Along with Formula One, Porsche is also in other motorsports. Right now, they're currently in Formula E and doing quite well, and they've recently announced that they'll be joining the hypercar program in 2023 and will be combining with Penske for that project. So Porsche's in a lot of motorsport. They're in Formula E and they're going to be racing in the hypercar program, which includes the Le Mans 24 Hour. And on top of that, they're considering joining one of the most famous motorsports in the world. The parent company that owns Porsche, Volkswagen, most likely has some involvement in Porsche's consideration of joining Formula One. Also, what's interesting is that Porsche is not the only manufacturer that's a part of the Volkswagen group that's thinking about joining Formula One. Audi is considering entering into the sport as well. If Audi joins alongside Porsche, that's a potential threat that could upset the dominance set by many competitors like Ferrari and Mercedes in F1's past. So if Porsche do end up joining Formula One, what year could we see them join? Well, it's expected that Porsche will join in 2026, when the regulations should change. In 2026, the engines are set to change for Formula One. This is partly to grab the interest of other manufacturers joining the sport. Part of the reason Porsche are considering joining F1 in 2026 is because the MGU-H will be disappearing from the F1 car in that year. This is good for Porsche since they want to use more electric parts in their motorsport divisions. The big unanswered question here is, will Porsche be successful in Formula One, and what impact will the VW Group and Porsche make on Formula One? If Porsche joins Formula One, this is going to be like a Ferrari level manufacturer joining the competition. Because the thing is that Porsche is so successful, so determined to win. And if they enter a sport, you know they're going to be fighting for the win. You just know it. And so if Porsche join F1, I wouldn't be surprised if they immediately win the world championship and consistently dominate like Ferrari or Mercedes. Time will tell if Porsche joins F1. I'm sure an announcement on this will be made later on. But what I can tell you is, if Porsche join F1, I will be absolutely putting my name down as a fan for the German manufacturer, as I follow Porsche everywhere I go, as it's just an amazing brand that is just incredible at racing in the top level of motorsport. Before we sign off, I want to ask a simple question. What's your thoughts on Porsche possibly joining F1? Do you think this is possible? And if they end up joining F1, would you be excited to see another manufacturer on the F1 grid, especially one that's so famous and well known as the German manufacturer Porsche? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to see more motorsport content on the Formula Jonah YouTube channel. Like this video if you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.